Hello and welcome to Homer for Thursday, October 16th, 2025. Today we'll be reading from lines 354 to 369 in Book 12 of the Iliad, in which we hear the recount of the messenger's speech and we hear a response. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and let's get right into it. Ye Iontes twain, leaders of the brazen-coated Achaeans, the son of Peteos, nurtured of Zeus, biddeth you go thither, that, though it be for a little space, you may confront the toil of war, both of you, if so may be, for that were far best of all, seeing that yonder will utter ruin soon be wrought. Hard upon them there press the leaders of the Leucians, who of old have ever been fierce in mighty conflicts. But if here too war and strife have arisen, yet at least let valiant Aias, son of Telamon, go alone, and let Teocher, that is well skilled with the bow, follow with him. So spake he, and great Telamonian Aias failed not to hearken. Forthwith he spake winged words to the son of Oileus. Aias, do ye twain, thou and strong Lycomedes, stand fast here, and urge on the Danaans to fight it main. But I will go thither, and confront the war, and quickly will I come again, when to the full I have borne them aid. So inspiring. Let's do it in the Greek.
Noge peteo trepeos pilosuios Pesimen offro ponoi ominonta perranti aseton Amfotero men malo nogarco caristona pandon Elea peta cacedite teoxetai aipus oletros Keisa garrebris annokion agoi tobaros per Reyes teletus ikata kraterassus minas Ede caienta de pepolemos caine cosorurin Alla perroios ito telamonios alkimos aios Kai voite ochrosemas vestor toxon eros Osse fotuara pites megas lamonios aios Attico Iliad en peaptroen to Pasaura Aion suai benautis ukai klataros Lycomedes Esta o testa nauos o tuonet onifi makestai Ataragoa kese mikaiantio polemoio Aips relaus mai altis apena utois apambuno
Wonderful. Great. Always trying to be extra creative with the lyre when given the opportunity to, because I think just as a performative point with the instrument, one should always remember that the lyre is a improvisational and a personal instrument. So the very way in which one holds the lyre, right, is it's kind of like close to one, right? And the way I have it tuned, I have this fourth year and this fifth right here, right? I mean that's very, very common. And then there's also a fourth year, and you have those two compound intervals, or not compound intervals, but perfect intervals again. And it makes for a very simple and yet at the same time very cohesive sound when you have to sing lines upon lines upon lines. For those of us on the Homer channel that have witnessed the hours-long playthroughs of some of the the full books, which more to come, I promise. But here I think that you have these different speeches going on, right? So we have the echoing of the speech that was made before, right? That is performed here by the messenger, right? And then you have the response, right? And then after that, you have what Telamonian Aias has to say in response to the sort of reflection back of the same messenger speech. I think it's important to look for zenith moments when you hear these lines. And I think that the top of the lines here is this part at the very end, right? And quickly will I come again when to the full I have borne them aid. I will confront the war. Aipsa is immediately. I will free once more when I have helped them well. Though. That is an interesting word. It's not really the same as what we think of it, I think, immediately off the cuff, which is, from Iliad, right? It's actually go, right? So I will go in the future. And this creates a very tight and beautiful conditional in order to construct the conclusion and perhaps the evocative nature of going to help, which is there's a big promise being made here. We have this de in there, right? The particular de. I promise is what that de is doing, but immediately. Aipsa de is, de is the but, and aipsa is immediately. Allow somai altis. Altis is, it's interesting that, altis is here sort of a reduplication of what's going on in the sort of conditional. I think it's very prescient on behalf of the poet to sort of have this need to both repeat the intuition and yet at the same time make for a full and dispositive line that digs into the conditional aspect of it, and in some ways helps the line stand on its own in an interpretation that is away from the other voices that one may involve in order to tell the story. So with that, I offer you then the question, which is, when is the next time when's the next time you will say that in your life? When's the next time you will be freeing yourself or to going back after you've done something to another place where you are promised to help? When is that? Where will it be? And why will it be? Because we have a great storyline of it going on here. Thank you so much for listening to this bit of a ramble, both performatively and a little textually. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you for more Homer tomorrow.